retards.
Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry. So those last two photos that you saw were the only content from me personally playing the game before I got my money back from Steam. I had to go through PayPal, and they ruled in my favor, and I did get my money back. Only to find out that a couple days later, Steam put a restriction on my account, and I had to fight them to get that taken off. But I'd encourage everybody affected, at least on Steam, because it's going to be a long ride for our friends that sadly backed this since the beginning. But yeah, whether you use PayPal or a card or anything, just get in contact with your bank and try to get your 42 or 50 bucks back if you didn't buy it before the first of the year. But let me let you in on a little secret, my friends. Denial is not just a river in Egypt. And this toxic community finally was humbled harder than my biblical counterpart Jacob was in the Bible. Like, congratulations, boys. I never thought I would see the day where a community overtook Classic WoW as the most toxic in gaming. I mean, truly, that is something very special. Of an accomplishment. Great job, boys. Now, I've called this a scam pretty much since the December 11th Steam launch, but you know I gave them a few days, and maybe about 12 or so hours of gameplay overall. I don't know, but yeah. So take 3, because I'm such a dumbass, and I can't talk for shit. I didn't have take 1 included. I should have, to roast myself. But this game just had a plethora number of issues since its Steam launch, and we're gonna go through a few of those. And it was indeed a scam. So we had hardware issues making it literally unplayable for some people, including myself. And they had website / server issues causing players, including myself, to not be able to get a refund as the game client counted as game time on Steam. I mean, that last pic of me playing literally looked like I was partying like it's October of 2001 playing Age of Camelot. I'm sorry. And that was on the lowest possible settings in order to reach 120 frames per second. And I have a 5070 Ryzen 7800 X3D and 32 gigs of DDR5 RAM. And even when I optimized it to the best I could barely get 60 frames, bro. This game was not what was shown to us from the prior alpha test to the Steam launch. I made the mistake I said I would never make after the horrendous launch that was the Halo Master Chief Collection, and get hyped about a game ever again. But I digress. Why on earth did anyone think it was a good idea to use Unreal Engine 5 with a small team? We had devs like the ones of the OG Watch Dogs and Cyberpunk that used very demanding types of engines with way bigger teams, and they still couldn't deliver. AOC was this decade's Watch Dogs, and it's extremely sad. 10 years of development, extremely overpriced supporter packs, and some legal issues to boot, and all we got was an extreme lack of content and basic bitch content at best. Outdated and tedious systems, which made you have to devote your life to the damn game. Non-instance dungeons, which led to extreme griefing, like, the fuck we doing, boys? Also, an extremely controversial PvP system. Like, at first, it was no holds barred. I know there was that viral clip of Asmongold kept getting dunked on, which was kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. But, you know, if it was still like that, I wouldn't have touched the game if it was GriefFest 2025 at launch. But they said it was optional. But we come to find out it really isn't. because you can still get killed, and the ones that killed you would become corrupt. And after I quit playing, one of our guild members kept griefing a player by killing them over and over and over again, only to realize actions have consequences, right? And that guy was the mayor of the town, I guess the nearest town, and he raised the taxes to something ridiculous like 40%. And then posted for everyone to see that it was our guild's fault that this happened, and thus ruined our reputation. And who in the hell wants to have a game revolve around politics anyway? Like, we already get enough of that with the typical left versus right paradigm in real life, when in reality they are all on the same team and only care about themselves. But that's another topic for another day. Also, we got allegations of the GMs favoriting certain guilds and manually intervene to help top guilds. Like, you can't make this stuff up, man. But I think that's enough dunking on this game for now. I truly do feel bad for everybody involved. You know, the team, I know they worked very hard over these years, and the fans, you know, backed the game since the start. A lot of them did, and I understand why, you know, they couldn't say anything bad about it, because, you know, when you invest thousands and thousands of dollars into a game, you're gonna probably be just a little bit biased. But we gotta be able to go back to the before time when we all weren't a bunch of weenies, and get back to the good old days of the COD 3 Xbox 360 lobbies where anything goes and you wouldn't get banned. Anyways, guys, this has been Sagetone, and I'll see you all in the next one.